Welcome to the episode of At Your Disclosure. Bringing you the scoop. This Alexis with Toll Bar just brought back from the store, and Pop's done argue to the point of freaking you ain't no fed, but fed up with the simple fact that you don't judge me. You don't know what you don't know is what Chapter used to tell me, and I'll tell you this: working for both DOJ, whether DOD, you have to ask yourself the people that are with you is gonna bring a whole lot of chain of criminals where you're stuck with. Fuck, I was used. And that's just how it is, god damn it. So freaking the clerk off the back is like, well, uh, year prior we had pay exact change to freaking saving about 50 cent on the Man of Steel. And with that being said, freaking having tapped into the subconscious, off the back, and even without telepathy, you learn how to read people non-verbally in clusters. So I spoke about that the other day. And man, the benefits of music. Freaking we have Matchbox 20. I didn't get the pleasure of seeing Mr. Rob Thomas over at the trying to remember the auction pavilion where they had Santana, Doobie Brothers featuring Rob Thomas, and goddamn man, was it freaking concert of the decade. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Rob Thomas was slouching like a motherfucker. And I'm here thinking, damn, he must have slapped his wife. He must have done something because they typically say a despicable person slouches, freaking gets piled on by others. Oh, there's a reason why you're this way. Now you gotta understand something. I still post at L3 Communications, southbound off the 101 and 7th Avenue. So freaking speaking with Dave Patnade, he'd tell me off the back, confusing the difference between inverted and erected. So I was thinking of something else I had thought about when Ava Dupree and tell me off the back, yeah, we're all alone, just the two of us. We're all alone. So I'm just like, damn man. Her telling me this makes me wanna ask, what are you spoken for? Because I sure am. Now you see this ray, you see me getting dropped off by my wife. And my wife's not the fighting type, like I said before, Matt's girl, Alexandra. Uh, you know, started freaking sizing her up. Well, they're from Watts. They're from LA, and freaking off the back she's like, "Oh, I heard that people from Chicago are down and blah blah blah." It's almost like that's one thing we don't like here in Phoenix, because I was raised here in Phoenix since the age of 4. And it's like, freak, does it even matter? Because I'll tell you this, man, you could be from the Big Apple, you could be from the Orange State, you could be from just about anywhere, the Lone State, freaking anywhere, and you'll still have that mentality. And it's almost like, for what? For cheap times, for you're getting shanked up, because people get freaking fed up. And I'll tell you something, bullies sometimes learn the lesson. They're like, shit, fuck, am I bleeding? And you will be stabbed. Now I reconciled with Aaron, one of my childhood friends, and you probably see them on the portrait. Because happiness is by choice, not by chance, despite all he's done to me for no apparent reason. In the name of popularity, you ask yourself, come on, man, did you really serve? Because my brother off the back, and I texted him, look, man, George gets paid in peanuts, more like grams. And he's willing to freaking just throw me under the bus, partake in situations where literally I'm sustaining life-threatening injuries to recuperating. And throughout my life, I've exercised, I've kept myself maintained, and it's what it's all about, maintenance, to the point of, in case this happens, so you plan for the worst and the best will come. The more you train, the less you'll bleed. I ain't got time to bleed over at ASM America to freaking having to reach out. And a lot of times too, you don't want to disclose too much, because your family here, you start realizing they're criminals. You could be the bigger man and apologize. And I spoke with my sister Rosa, and I told her off the back, and she told me off the back too, even before, hey man, if you only knew, I'm freaking $50,000 in the hole. Basically, that's you admitting to me, where I'm just like, I work for Bank of America, and this is my job. And having to move here with my wife to freaking have others come here to figure out, where does he work for, who does he work for. And like I said before, you work with different levels of law enforcement, so it's either local, federal, wherever you want to work at, investigations, cold case. It's up to you depending on whether you are ready or not. You could be on investigations, you could be on criminal profile, you could be on SWAT. You want to go to Texas, go to Texas. You want to jump as high as possible and freaking slap the freaking chart height. And with that being said, it's up to you and only at your disclosure.